in the end, secure at 22 and give the England Leopards a 2-0 lead now in this European Championships.
Men's Group G qualifier. So, Team England here require one more of the remaining 3 matches to secure victory. The Netherlands, they need all 3 remaining matches to take home a win. On court then, in the red, Paul Drinkhall, and in the blue and orange, Oostwouder.
He finished second in the national championships over the weekend in the Netherlands.
He's 23 years of age, and he's playing his table tennis at the moment at the Roskilde Club in Denmark. His highest world ranking, which he achieved in November 2016, was number 258 in the world. He's been Dutch champion twice in 2014 and 2015. And the record breaker, Paul Drinkhall, he won 3 national titles on the weekend in Nottingham. Superb performance, winning the singles, the doubles and the mixed doubles with wife Jo. 27 years of age, currently playing his club table tennis in Cartagena in Spain, but will be moving next season to Poland. Highest world ranking 32, which he achieved in September 2016, and we're all familiar with Paul's CV in terms of the World Tour Spanish Open champion, runner-up in the Russian Open on the ITTF World Tour, and a decorated junior career also. So 6 times now national men's champion, having won at the weekend, is second on the all-time list with Dennis Neal and coach Alan Cook. Behind, of course, Des Douglas, who's won it 11 times. So the third match up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, come on, give it up for both athletes, Oostwouder and Paul Drinkhall.
Thank you, Johnny. So, welcome back from Dan Ayres and Colin Wilson. We'll be taking you through this game. Paul Drinkhall, triple winner at the weekend in the English National Championships. So, for the 6th time, he's England men's national champion. And he's playing Oostwouder. And Ewout is known for having very, very big, powerful forehands and a lovely flowing Pitchford style backhand. What a great rally to start. Beautiful.
Yeah, Drinkhall, an absolute fine performance at the moment.
He's Drinkhall's doing so well at getting stuff back, isn't he?
Just grovelling. He's just work rate's phenomenal.
So the 23-year-old Dutchman, you can see that beautiful whippy backhand. I'll tell you who he reminds me of from a generation back, and that's Jürgen Persson. He's recently retired.
Yeah, he's got the height as well. What an incredible player.
He's got a bit of the Samsonov about him as well, but he hits the ball very, very hard. And there is the trademark now, Paul Drinkhall forehand flick. This was going so well at the weekend. One of the main things that carried him through to the national title.
It could be the top 3 best flicks in the world. I can't think of anyone who flicks like Paul.
Yeah. Who else flicks really well? You thinking Fan Jin-dong?
Yeah, I mean the Chinese, yeah. But other than that, it's incredible.
Yeah, doing brilliantly.
Good start here for Drinkhall.
Yeah, you can't win them all. Backhand down the line, just off the side of the table. The side's been just carried it a little bit too far off the edge. But what I like about Ewout Oostwouder is beautiful flowing topspins. A long serve. Yeah, nice big backhand from Oostwouder. But Paul, again, doing so well at returning those big shots. His anticipation in the last 12 months, I think, has improved yet again.
his hunger for the game as well is still so strong, and every single ball, incredible.
And that's what they call a counter loop. Played it down the middle of the table, gave Oostwouder the forehand loop, the big forehand loop. But if you've got half an idea where it's going, and you Paul Drinkhall, you can counter that loop with one of your own. Oh, big backhand from Oostwouder. That's a beautiful shot.
Very European style, that, isn't it? Big swing.
Yep. Yep. A little bit reminiscent of Liam Pitchford's, but with a little bit of maybe of a longer stroke. Anyway, Paul 8-2 up in the first. So we have England leading the Netherlands 2 sets to love. It's the first of 3, so the Netherlands need this one and the next 2 matches if they're going to take England out now. England women's have won tonight in Slovenia against Slovenia. So that's a terrific result for Kelly, Tintin and the team. And Paul really has been had to take quite a few heavy shots, but he's covered himself really well, and his attacks have been not obviously massive, but just good enough to get through Oostwouder.
Yeah, I think the timing point nice and early. Good variation of serve.
6 game points then, Dan, to Paul Drinkhall.
Yeah, great start here. Just what he would want.
So Oostwouder, 23 years old, Dutch champion 2014 and 15. And 16 and 17 is compatriots here tonight, teammates, winning in 2016 and 2017. And I tell you what, those are very, very big shots coming at Drinkhall, and he's reading them beautifully. I've got a feeling that he reads where Oostwouder is going to play it. He seems to know where it's going, and then he can counter the loop.
Couldn't agree more. Drinkhall is a touch older than Liam. He's got a bit more experience, and he's just taking the ball nice and early. Here with coach Alan Cook. Alan keeping him in the zone. Paul's so focused. Every point he wants. He's hungry. Paul Drinkhall, on 2 occasions at the National Championships last weekend, was 3-1 down. First occasion against Helshan and then against Danny Reid, but managed to fight back. Really good fighting performance. And then went on to beat Sam Walker in the final. So Paul maintaining this momentum, this fighting, strong form here in this England v Netherlands match. Nice packed arena here. Watching the Leopards.
Thanks, Dan. And the good news for those of you that want to follow some more of this stuff and see it live or online, big backhand from Oostwouder again, is that England will be playing against Slovakia as a playoff to play in the Champions Division in the European League finals. And that's on Tuesday the 11th of April at Preston, the University of Central Lancashire. And the women, having beaten Slovenia tonight, very exciting victory for them. That puts them through to play against Spain, and they'll be playing the same night, Tuesday the 11th of April. So put that in your diaries. Massive night for England men's and women's team matches in the European League. Tuesday the 11th of April in Preston and online.
Yeah, that'd be a great match. That'd be a lot of pressure. Both teams looking to reach the Championship division.
Yep, they either go up into the Championship division or down into the Challenger division. So a great deal of status going to be on those matches early April. And then the men play a return match in Slovakia exactly a week later, Tuesday the 18th of April.
Drinkhall's looking really good here. He's got a very Chinese style about him. Very early. Strong, explosive, compact attacks.
absolutely dominant from Paul Drinkhall. This is fantastic from Paul. He nearly went out of the National Championship the weekend twice. He was 3-1 down up to first of 4 games in the quarters and the semis, but came through and then beat Sam Walker in the final in a fantastic match. And he's really carrying that confidence and form through now.
You could see in the training hall earlier on today when he was warming up, he was really focused. Every ball mattered, even in the practice hall, and he's just got such a great focus and composure about his game now.
I wonder whether Oostwouder's strokes, Oostwouder's backswing is just long enough, and as a result, combined with that, just slightly later than it could be, and that means that Paul's seeing it coming. Oh, another great flick from Paul Drinkhall. Makes it look like he's going to touch the ball short with his backhand, and as Oostwouder walks into it, then he turns his bat over and flicks it hard. Gets Oostwouder on the back foot. Brilliant flicking from Paul Drinkhall. It means he's confident to serve short, doesn't have to serve long and into dangerous areas where Oostwouder's going to loop it at him. And keep the serve short. When Oostwouder plays it short back, then he knows he can choose between the short touch or the flick. He's not using the long dig much, but not having to at the moment. That's a beauty. He just leant across that one, added the side spin, and it was going away from Oostwouder faster than Oostwouder could run across. 2 games to love, Paul Drinkhall, in just a few minutes. Well done, Paul Drinkhall.
Yeah, it's a fantastic set there for Paul. That last shot there, forehand early on the pivot. I think Paul's done really well over the last few years, having that hip injury. That forced him to take quite a while out, had surgery. But, you know, the last year he's really found his form that he had when he was younger. I mean, when Paul was younger, he was incredible for his age. At the age of 15, he was match points against Ru Su-ming, who was the Olympic champion in 2004. Paul is now still maintaining that incredible form. And here he is now at 2 sets up. See, he's still focused, engaged, looking to win this point, win this match.
Good blocking again from Paul Drinkhall. Unlucky, he couldn't do the second one, but again, at first ball, just returning the big Oostwouder topspin. So Paul looking so composed, so solid, soaking up the pressure for Oostwouder. And Oostwouder's not playing badly. It's just that Paul's able to get his big ones back.
Yeah, Paul's flying.
Just about the best I've seen Paul play. And Paul in the top 40 in the world now. England lads soaking it up, revelling in this. Because from a very, very tricky stage only a few minutes ago when Liam had a great deal of trouble to win his match, but fantastic grit to take that. And then we're just within a few minutes, we've got an absolutely supreme Paul Drinkhall, just putting the Netherlands right in their place.
Yeah, this flick that Drinkhall is using, push flick, is so effective and costing a lot of problems for his opponent.
Fast serve, just holding that backhand, but then Oostwouder really, really laid into that one. Again, Paul just blocking brilliantly.
Fantastic.
But you don't win them all. Oostwouder played a beautiful follow-up there.
I think when the Netherlands team, when they've got a bit of time, they're able to play really strong shots. I think it's that pressure.
And that's something that Paul's not giving them, and he's playing consistently with it as well.
It's definitely.
Oh, the side spin on that serve. It really kicked across to Paul's backhand. Meant that Paul just had to catch it right as the ball came across his bat face. Just missed it completely there. So Oostwouder takes a small lead. But if Paul can get the momentum back, there could be a demolition job and put England into the 3-0 and a completion of the task tonight.
Speed of Drinkhall there, coming around on his backhand side. Forehand blitzing into the backhand corner.
Stepped in, stepped out. Had to play away from the table, but managed to keep just enough power on it to keep Oostwouder under pressure.
Yeah, it's a good play there. Drinkhall originally thought it was short, and then adjusted, spun the long ball.
Oostwouder coming across, just like Lawrence Troma did in the last game, playing the backhand from the short to the forehand. So, Drinkhall 5 points away from taking England through 3-0 against the Netherlands.
Oh,
And then a month off from the European League until we play Slovakia on Tuesday, April the 11th in Preston, alongside tonight's victorious women's team. The women have beaten Slovenia tonight away in Slovenia, and will play Spain on the 11th of April in a knockout match to decide whether they go through to the European Championship's final division. The losers go into the Challengers division, have no chance of winning the European Championships. So, it's time-out time. Li Jiao, the Dutch coach, calling Oostwouder in. And Evoot's done a little bit better this game. Kept it tight with Paul, but Paul a couple of points ahead and only 4 points away from his and England's victory tonight.
yeah, it'd be difficult. I'm not too sure what the tactics would be here for the Netherlands player. Drinkhall in stunning performance and playing tactically really well, not giving much time. Let's see how this set pans out.
So 2 point lead. He'll be happy that he's got his serve to come, so he can win one or preferably two off his own serve. Oh, again going short to the forehand. Oostwouder not happy to come round all the way across and play his backhand. So tried a forehand, hit him in the thumb. Oostwouder losing control. Oostwouder there choosing again to come across and play the backhand.
Drinkhall's just reading it early, isn't he?
Yeah,
Playing
Drinkhall
strong.
knew what was coming back, played it wide of the backhand. And then 2 points away from an England victory tonight here in Stoke-on-Trent. See, Oostwouder looks such a lovely player, but Paul hasn't really let him settle, has he?
I think that's been a difference here. Oostwouder needs a bit more time, and I think Drinkhall's just playing so early. Aggressive, but yet consistent. Oh.
And there's the Paul Drinkhall flick again. Hasn't always been his strength, but it is these days. World class.
I need to learn that.
You do?
I do. We need to get a tutorial.
Do.
Drinkhall needs to...
Should we get on the table afterwards?
Yeah, definitely.
Match point to Paul Drinkhall and to England for the evening. And there it is at the first time of asking. Absolutely dominant performance from new English national champion Paul Drinkhall. Wins 3 games to love. That's the set and the match to England against the Netherlands. A fantastic job. Demolished the opposition, Paul Drinkhall. Leads the England lineup. Congratulations from the whole team. We hope that Liam Pitchford's arm and wrist is not too bad. He's gone off for physio. We didn't see too much about that during the game, but certainly he was struggling afterwards. And we wish Liam all the best and a swift recovery from what is clearly some kind of little injury. Simon Mills, performance director for England, delighted, shakes hands with Paul. And thanks to Alex and the rest of the team, the officials tonight, wonderful performance.
Yeah, it's a great game, that, Colin.
Okay, so albeit with a few, yes, it was a great game. So albeit with a few sound problems, let's pass back to the main arena and to Johnny Cowan.
Tonight, so look out for tickets to the playoff match on the 11th of April in Preston. We could have a double header.